if this actually works. So we'll see. Yesterday's scheduled live. I went in 5 minutes early, which was probably my mistake. Well, you can. I thought you could. And then it cut out, and then it disconnected, and then I tried again. Anyway, 7 times later. Yep, 7 times. It took me 7 times to get a whole live that went continuously. But anyway, let's not talk about yesterday. But yesterday was amazing. So anyway, we're in a completely different place today. We are not walking in sand. We're literally walking on grass. And if you read what my live's about today, we are koala chasing. So that sounds interesting. Stay tuned. What is koala chasing is, and I'm not going to chase a koala on the ground. Like that'd be a bit weird and like stupid. But koalas live in gum trees like this. Not live, well they sleep and eat. So this is a gum tree, and what we're looking for is a little cute bum up there somewhere. So like this tree here, that's not a koala tree. That's not a eucalyptus tree. It's a different kind of tree. Oh, there's a, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little baby nest, bird nest. So yeah, what we're looking for is these trees, and then we look up, up, up. Nope, nope. But you can also see sometimes koala poop. And that's a good indicator that they've been around. So, sorry, I'm being a bit rude. I've got a mint in my mouth. I'm just chewing away. So anyway, where am I? This is Blocky Rest. It's a beautiful lake. It's a water reservoir. I think it's man-made, to be honest. But water comes, like we drink water from here. But actually, while we're up here, we're going to keep on looking up here while we're here. Got to tick it off, you know. This is the idea. You walk around and we look for the eucalyptus trees, and then we look up. That's what we do. So it's good exercise. Little baby one, little baby eucalyptus tree. Haven't looked over there yet, but we'll go back later. I have seen koalas on this side before. So this Blocky Rest, I often come out here. It's not too far away from places I work sometimes. So when I'm here, I've got to go looking, don't I? It'd be rude not to look. So what we're doing, we're looking up, up, up. No, no cute bottoms. No cute bottoms. We're talking about koala bottoms, okay? Alright. I'm not going to go in there. Though it's winter time, so it's probably quite safe. Oh, yeah. So what we're looking for is poop on the ground too. Koala poop. Koala poop. Or the scratches sometimes on the bark. Ant nest there. Nothing, nothing. Still see behind here. Can you see anything? Sometimes they just be hiding in behind here too. Oh, hear that noise? It's a kookaburra. That's so cool. So literally, this is going to be me walking around the whole time, looking up like this, looking up, going, where is it? Where is it? Okay, there's a middle section here too, but we're just going to stay to the outside first. Now, koalas generally move through the night because they feel safer. So they'll, crawl down and scurry across the road. Because obviously this is a park, so there's people around. So they'll just stay up in the tree. They don't want to see us humans. Do you blame them? So let me know if you see one, okay? Because sometimes, you've got to look. They're quite camouflaged too, because they're grey. They've got grey bottoms. So like, Now, I don't actually know if anyone can see this live. This is the other thing. Like, is this private? Because, like, yesterday I was talking to myself for like a good 5 minutes, and I could see people in the chat saying, I don't see her. Is she there? Where is she? And I'm like, I'm here, I'm here. Like, do you not see me? Oh, Kathleen, you do see me. Am I really here? Can you see me? Is this really me? I think you can see me. Hey, Kathleen, how you going? I'm just having a joke with myself because yesterday I tried to schedule a live and it just didn't work. But today I did it and I think it worked. If you can see me, I'm here. So how are you? Did you go walking today? I think I saw something you were walking. I was working this morning, so I probably didn't. I was kind of flipping through and I kind of saw some stuff, but I couldn't really stop and um, see, say hello. But I'm preoccupied because I'm looking for koalas. Have you seen a koala before, Kathleen? Because I'm hoping that I can show you Kathleen. I'm hoping I can show you a koala. That's what I'm doing right now. These are gum trees. These are the trees that they like to go up and just hang out. So I'm at this really cool park. It's called Bullocky Rest. It's a beautiful lake behind here, but there's so many gum trees here. So most like it's 50-50. I can come here sometimes and see like 2 or 3 koalas, but you got to go looking for them. Like they're not just like saying, "Hey, I'm up here," but you actually got to go walking. So I thought, I was working nearby, so I thought, you know what? Instead of going to the beach today, we can go for a walk in this park. So I'm going to go walking around this side now just to see if I can see any. Oh, so you did go for a walk today, Kathleen. That's great. And you have seen a picture from your niece. Did your niece come to Australia? Well, I'm hoping I can be able to show you one today. Sometimes you can get really lucky, hey, and like they're really low and you can see them, or I can zoom in and I'll show you. It depends also about like where the sun is. But I'm just kind of like walking in one area and just checking out first. It's such a beautiful place. It's winter here in Kathleen, obviously in Canada, and it's summer, but today has been super warm. Like it's crazy. It was like 24 degrees. What was your temperature today for you, Kathleen, in Saskatchewan? I can't even say that properly. Saskatchewan. I always giggle when I say it. Saskatchewan. No, can't see any up there. We've got lots of places to look. Lots of places. So there's ant. I like an ant mole mound there in a tree. Hey, Craig. G'day, mate. How you going, mate? Hey, actually, Kathleen. Kathleen was asking what my mate Farm Cow, Craig's, his your handle was, and I remembered that Farm Cow is not your handle; it's actually your name. So, do you want to put in the chat because Kathleen Place, she's met you before. She asked me what your handle was, and I said I don't actually know. I'm sure it's Craig Monaghan. So, Craig, it's Australian connection again. Australian connection. So yesterday, Kathleen, I was walking along the beach, as I do, and we had like a full Australian connection. There was Craig, there was Paul, there was Lavender, there was Susan, a new lady I've met. There was a guy called I Am that I think you've met before. All Australian. It was so interesting. Like and then I had Jazz jump on, and there was Deb that's jumped on too. And I just said, "Oh look, you're all Australian. We're all Australians this afternoon." So Craig, we are hunting or chasing koalas this afternoon. We're doing something a little bit different. You know, not literally. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So Craig, can you put your actual handle, like you know how you go, Craig Montague, like it's at Craig, like for example, Kathleen's place, her channel is at Kathleen's place. If you wanted to Google, like look her up, that's what you'd go. You go at Kathleen's place. So yours, I think, is Craig Monterey. Is that right? The whole thing. So otherwise, if you just look up like your last name, she won't be able to find you. So Craig, did you end up finding out what was going on with your YouTube? Can we see your videos yet? So we're going to go down, and I haven't gone over to this side. Actually, I probably should finish this side first. Let's just finish one side first. So we're hunting koalas. So instead of walking on sand, we're walking on the ground, which is kind of nice, isn't it? A bit different. I just hope to see a koala. It's been a little while since I've seen a koala. You know how I'm kind of obsessed with animals. I've been seeing a lot of pelicans lately, so I thought, why not? Let's go look for some koalas. Because it's 50-50. Sometimes I can see koalas here. Sometimes you can see 2 or 3 koalas. Sometimes you can come and you don't see any koalas. It's like the platypus, right? They just, do what they want. Craig, do you get to see many koalas near your house in Stanthorpe? No, 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 no. I doubt the koalas will be down this way because this is next to a road. They don't like to, be around too much noise. But you never know. I've seen them sometimes in weird places. So Kathleen, would you like to know what koala poo looks like? Because I'm going to show you when I find some. Oh, that's a beautiful gum. Look at that tree. That's gorgeous. What a gorgeous tree. It feels nice. Feels nice. Hey, ocean waves. Ocean waves, good day, mate. Oh, we saw you this afternoon, didn't we? So we're doing something different this afternoon. We're walking not on sand, we're walking on grass and looking up at trees like this. Because we're trying to find koalas. And I'm going to try to show you what koala poo looks like. And like a koala scratch on a tree so you can identify where the koalas are. Because like I am a koala chaser. Not really, but see, that's not a koala tree. Like that's not an eucalyptus tree that they go on. Actually, that is a eucalyptus tree. It's weird. It's a different looking. That's a different eucalyptus tree, I think. I think there's lots of different kinds of eucalyptus trees, but that's not the eucalyptus tree they like. They like the smooth skin ones. Oh, that's a nice purple car. Okay, here's another one here. So effectively, guys, I'm just going to be walking around with my head up, looking up, 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 and up. And then when I find one, I'll zoom in, and then you'll be able to see the cute little bum. And then you'll be like wanting to pinch it. Okay, that's just me. That'll just be me. Oh, watch out for the drop bears. I know. God, they're dangerous, those drop bears. I tell you, Craig. You just got to be careful. But see, if you're Australian, you're okay. That's why they don't like us so much. They like the tourists. So that's why tourists should beware when they come to Australia. Drop bears. Oof, they'll get you. What a beautiful gum tree. Look how big that is. That's huge. Oh gosh, look. Yeah, it's really weird, Craig. I don't know what's going on. Have you? Can I ask you this? Can you see any comments under any of your videos? So, guys, this is a place called Bullocky Rest. It's in Petrie. So it's kind of like really suburbia, really. But it's just a nice little water reservoir. And it's got a beautiful park around it. And just happens to be the koalas live here. And yeah, can't tell you how many koalas live here. Sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. You can get really lucky. I've seemed to get lucky. But I actually go looking for them. Like, I don't park here and just look up at one tree. You actually have to go looking. And they're quite camouflaged. When I show you one, because we are going to see one today, guys, when I show you, you can see why they're very camouflaged against these grey eucalyptuses. Okay, let's kind of figure out a way of attack. We're going to go around this way first, I think. Just this is a nice park, a lot of barbecues and chairs. There's toilets, bins, love bins. Bins are so good because then the animals can't get into the food that you just chuck on the ground, which people are pigs. Okay. So how was everyone this afternoon? How are you, Craig? What have you been up to today? Oh, look at Kathleen and Craig making friends. I don't know. Isn't that beautiful? But you should check out. I don't know if Ocean Waves is still there. Ocean Waves. I don't know. Have you met Kathleen's place before? Kathleen is from Canada. I was about to say Alaska. She's from Canada, and her channel. I was going to say she does a few different things. She talks about life as a mature lady, 50 something, and what that comes about, like with relationships and family, and also dealing with chronic illness. Like, she's been out and about lately. She's been getting out and walking, so it's really good to see. And we love Kathleen, so you should check her out if you're interested. Ocean Waves. So Ocean Waves, well, his page is about the ocean, isn't it? Oh gosh, look at that! Isn't that beautiful, guys? Eucalyptus trees. They're just so nice. And then Farm Cow. Well, Farm Cow's a bit of a mystery at the moment. Farm Cow was Craig. He's a fellow Australian. He lives 2.5 hours from here. Because I'm near Brisbane right here, just on the outskirts of Brisbane. And so we're looking for koalas, chasing them, but not chasing them really. But Craig he uploads things about movies. But unfortunately at the moment he's got some issues where we can't actually see any of his movies or any of his uploads. So we don't know what's going on there. Oh gosh. This whole video is about me just like tilting the tree on the hand, like the camera up. But it'll be worth it, guys. It'll be worth it when we see one, okay? Just like when you guys were watching my platypus chase. I mean, that was worth it. It took a while. You know, animals don't just perform on our agenda. Oh, so Ocean Waves is call me Summer. Is that your name? You're a female. Yay, female, girl power. I didn't know if you were a male or female, like when I've been talking to you, because obviously Ocean Waves doesn't actually kind of tell me if you are male or female, whereas Kathleen's place, I just presume that she's female. And she is. And Farm Cow, well, I had to get talking to him first to realise that he was a male. So nice to meet you, Summer. That's a nice name, Summer. So Dora is my nickname. My real name is Mutiara. But Mutiara's adventures just doesn't roll off the tongue like Exploradora 80. So that's why. But Dora is a nickname. So I have a few nicknames in my life. Because Mutiara is not easy to say. My mother is Indonesian, my dad's Australian, And their first daughter they thought they'd give me a really unusual name. So Mutiara in Indonesian means pearl. So I guess it's not that strange, but I couldn't even say my name as a child. When I was probably till I was about 7 years old, I knew my real name was Mutiara, but it wasn't easy to say. And talking to kids in the playground and kindy and stuff, it's kind of hard to say. So they nicknamed me Sophie. So Sophie is kind of my other name. I have a few names, okay? Sophie is my other name. So when I visit Indonesia, all my Indonesian family call me Sophie. I mean, they know my name's Mutiara, and I'm adult now. I can say Mutiara, but they still call me Sophie. So like they call me Kak Sophie, so Indonesian sister Sophie. Kak is Kak sister in Indonesian. So most people call me Kak Sophie in Indonesian. Okay, let's back to oh, hey, Craig, that could be why. Copyright issues. Hey, Kathleen, do you want to spell my name out for me? Because you know how to spell my name. That way someone can see the spelling. Because I say it very differently. Mutiara, but then I say it fast. I go Mutiara. So a lot of my friends even think it starts with W. So Craig, someone might actually just hit the spot. You might actually have some copyright issues. That's why we can't see your videos. But you would normally get sent an email, and there would be like some kind of they would when you open your YouTube, there would be kind of like a flag that kind of says, "Hey, copyright, copyright." Because like I've had a few. Like for example, I love dance music and DJs, so I posted a particular song and maybe too much of a song, and I got told that I had to take it down, so I just cut it out of the video, and it was fine. But I didn't get a strike as long as I got rid of it. So I think they give you warnings, I guess, I presume. So I've got to say, I do enjoy these walks looking for koalas. I mean, my neck will probably pay for it later, but that's okay. No, no, of course, Kathleen, post away. Post your handle in. Yeah, but Summer, that's how you spell my name, Mutiara. Is it Lavender? I didn't see Lavender's name. Hey, Lavender! G'day, Lavender. How you going? How is your Wednesday going in Australia? Because I tell you, I'm doing something different this afternoon now, Lavender. We are going koala hunting, but not literally hunting them. That would be terrible. And I'd get arrested, and I would never do that. But we're kind of chasing koalas. We're looking for them up the tree like this. It's probably not a very delightful look. Look at this. Can you see my double chin? But look how beautiful this is. This is winter. Man, today it has been like 24 degrees and it is stunning today. So I live in southeast Queensland, and this is why I live in southeast Queensland, because the weather is remarkable. Even in winter, we don't have too many really, really cold days. It's always mostly pretty nice. I mean, Craig met me when he first met me. I was doing a backyard barbecue, and it was probably about 2 weeks ago, actually, or 3 weeks ago, because it was cold that night. It was nice to have a barbecue. Okay, so this area here is the high probability. Oh my god, guys, can you see it? Okay, who wants to see a koala? We've fucking done it. We've seen it. Who wants to see a koala? Who has seen a koala? Sorry, I'm trying to see the chats. So, anyone interested in seeing a koala? Because I've just seen a koala, guys. Who wants to see a koala? Hands up. I've got two hands up. Oh, hands up. Who wants to see a koala? Okay, ready, guys? Why I love seeing wildlife. Like, you guys saw me chasing platypuses the other day, and they are so fantastic. And platypuses and pelicans and everything. But koalas are something else. Okay, ready, guys? Okay, it's a bit. Okay, I've got to. It's not the great angle because got a bit of sun. Where is he? Okay, follow. See this tree here, just behind here. Follow this up. Oh, let me zoom in. He's right up. Let me zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, zoom, zoom, zoom. Can you see? Okay, maybe let me go back. Let me go back because he's not the best angle, but you know this is what we do. Oh god, that sun. Oh my gosh, I'm blinded. I'm blinded. Okay, okay, here. All right, ready. So this tree here, not this tree, but there's a couple of branches just in here. There's a bit of a mess here, like a bit of dark spot. That is him. Let me Google, okay? Let me move in. Can you see him? Can you see him? He's a bit tall. Oh, there we go. Can you see him? And try not to move. Can you see him? Oh, he just moved. Oh, it was me moving. Can you see him? Okay, maybe not. Okay, I can see him. Okay, let's go from underneath. Maybe from behind. Oh, it's so cute. I can see his bum. I just want to pinch his bum. Okay, maybe this angle. He's like right up there. Okay, there's his bum. Can you see the bum? That is a koala's bum, guys. Can you see? Oh, lovely. You've held a baby koala. Okay. Oh, look at that bum. Like, do you not want to just pinch its bum? I mean, we wouldn't do that, but it's just like a little bit of a pinch. Okay, we've lost him. There he is. Such a blessing. Oh, is it? Ah, so Liam, are you on Lavender's page at the moment? Oh, we'll have to tell Lavender that you saw a koala, that Dora showed you a koala. So people in the chat, Lavender's triplet brother, Liam, is in the chat. She is one of, yeah, a triplet, obviously, 3 people. She's got Rose, Lavender, and Liam. Okay, let's go from this angle and not trip over. Oh, there's a very camouflaged man. See what I mean? Like, now I can't even see him. Where was he? Oh, yeah, there he is there. Okay. Same time, I'm trying not to trip over going down this hill. Okay, now, no, let's go from the other angle. From this angle, zoom back out. So a lot of people don't see them because you've actually, oh, there he is, there's his bum. Because you actually got to go looking like I did. Like, it's taken me 20 minutes to find him. And we might even find another one yet. Can you see him that way? You can't really see him that well there. So did everyone see the koala? I am in love. Okay, I want to go. I didn't actually bring my spare phone with me today, so I didn't. So I don't actually have. So I have to take photos with a screenshot with this phone. I think the best angle is here. Yeah, this is the best angle. All right, let's go. Okay, all right, let's screenshot. Hard to screenshot. Sorry guys, I'm trying to screenshot. Got him. Okay, show you one more time. There's his bum. That's a koala bum. All right, now we keep on walking. We've seen one. Who thinks we're going to see another one? I reckon there's a good chance we'll see another one. We just got to look. Sometimes you can see the babies too. The babies are so cute. So a little while ago, we had a cyclone come through this area, so a lot of trees were taken down. Though to be honest, you couldn't tell because there still used to be lots of trees still up, which is great. Because obviously these are trees; they need these trees for. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Koala poo. Who wants to see koala poo? I know I'm strange, aren't I? But yeah, I do find it very interesting. So I'm going to find you some koala poo. We're going back to where the koala tree, where the koala was. So this is the tree. Ah, interesting. So yeah, even though it's kind of not smooth down the bottom, this is still the tree that go up. I just learned something new. Okay, so we look down the bottom here because obviously they're up there, literally somewhere up there. There he is. There he is. Oh, where is he? That's him there. That's him. That's him there. So if he poos, guess what? It falls right down here. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, so if you look down the bottom here, the good light chance you might see some poop. Like that is, hold on, is that koala poop? I just kicked it. Yeah, that's koala poop. Yeah, see that? That's koala poop. It's hard because they eat the eucalyptus, so it's really hard. So it's not like, human poo or something like that. That is koala poo. Can't believe I'm showing you on a live koala poo. That's koala poo, guys. And you can see quite a few of it here. Yeah. So anyway, that's koala poo. And sometimes you can see the scratches. Maybe not that tree. But if we go down more down here, maybe I can see some scratches. Koalas up there. It's a lovely afternoon for kids to run around, I tell you, in this park. So you can't take dogs here because obviously dogs would bark and carry on and just, turn the poor koalas off. Okay, no. I'm trying to find you a koala scratch so you can see, because they've got big claws, right? Yeah, but it doesn't smell, Kathleen. It's not terrible. Like, that's why I had it in my hands and it's no problems. Nothing up there. I'm trying to find a koala scratch for you so you can kind of see. And then I'm looking up down the bottom here too to see if there's any koala poo. No scratches on that. Okay, let's go this way. Nothing up there. I've got to say, this is one of my favourite things is to just go walking and looking for animals. Oh, I want to lean here, guys. Okay. I'm on a hill and I'm like leaning up like this. So yeah, I'm dedicated. I'm a dedicated animal watcher. Okay, guys, look. That's koalas. So they are cute little animals, but they scratch like hell. That's why you would never go up and try to, touch a koala because they would tear you. I mean, not as bad as a bear, obviously, but they are koala bears. They're a bear. And obviously, if they had a baby near them, oh, watch out. But yeah, you won't see koalas through the day. I mean, they might come down, but very rare because they know that people are down through the day. So they mostly, oh, actually, that's another thing. Let's go look up that again. Oh, shit. I forgot to look up that tree because that's where the scratches were. I mean, they look like old scratches, to be honest. Did I look? Yeah, I did look up. There's nothing there. This big tree here, I'll often see them on this big tree. Big tree. It is hard to see them. Like I said, they're quite camouflaged, aren't they? So you really do actually have to look quite, you've got to be dedicated. I'm stoked. I can't believe I showed you one. I didn't think it'd be that easy. Sometimes it is. Tulip block, guys. Now, I think there's a possum in a tree down here. Every time I come here, I see the same bum sticking out, and it's not. I don't think it's a koala. I'll see if it's there. Like I've probably been here about 3 or 4 times in the last couple of months, and it's always sticking out. And I doubt it's a koala. I'll show you what I mean. Now let me figure out which tree is it in. I think down here somewhere. Which one is it? Oh, here it is. Let me show you from here. Let me zoom in from here. See that little grey bit? It looks like a bum, right? I thought that was a koala. But that's not a tree that the koalas go in, first of all. And it's just moved. I think it might be actually a possum. Could be a possum. Okay, let me just show you again, guys. Here, let me get under it. It just moved. Can you see that? It does look like a koala bum though, guys. Hey, Benny Vibes, how you going, my new mate? We're koala chasing. Now, I don't think that's a koala. I actually think that's a possum bum. Say good day, Benny. I met Benny this morning on Alaska Pole. What's her name? She's from Alaska. Katie from Alaska. She's got a cool page. Benny, you can write in the chat. I can't remember her name. I mean, I know her name's Katie, but her channel's name is Alaska Pole or something. I got that from, actually, Craig follows her too. He loves Katie too. I don't, Benny Vibes, have you met Farm Cow, who's Craig? I told him in the chat about Katie's page and he went and checked her out because Matt Lawson, who's also in the chat a lot with you and Benny this morning, who I met, I already know, he told me about Katie's page, so that's why I've checked her out. So thank you for jumping over and saying hello. So we are actually chasing koalas, but I just want to show you, Craig, what do you reckon that is, man? Like, it can't be like every time I come here, that same animal is sticking its bum out. Koalas, see how, look, it's just moving. Oh, it's pushing its bum in. What is that? I don't know what that is. I reckon it's a possum. No, see, Kathleen, these are the trees they go up because they're smoother and they like their leaves, these. This one here is a different tree, but it's a kind of different color. It's more brown. So really, I'll show you Benny later. I'm trying to find more koalas today. I'm not even going to show you koala poop. Yeah, there we go. It's koala poop. Actually, let's have a look. Oh, that's koala poop. That's koala poop. I am actually picking up koala poop. That's koala poop. It doesn't smell, guys. Look at this. It doesn't smell. It's like pellets. It's just like their calling card. It's not like human calling cards. So Benny, have you seen a koala before? like in a zoo. I mean, obviously, I don't know, Benny, where are you from? Are you from Alaska? Because a few people that are in the chat with Katie are from Alaska, so I'm just curious, are you from Alaska? Anyone see a koala? Well, I got excited then I thought I saw one. But no, it's not a koala. It's just some tree branches up there. And then up here you can see a ant mound. No, I don't think it is sorry, Craig, because it's a completely different tree, and like koalas always move. Every time I come to this park, that animal or its bum is always sticking in that thing. It's just just very random. Like koalas normally move; they don't stay in the same place. Now, which is the tree that had the koala in it? I'll see you, See you, Kathleen. My live is acting weird. What does that mean? G'day, mate. We're doing something different this afternoon, Craig. Actually, can you see me, Craig? Am I really here? Kathleen said that maybe my live's doing something funny. Hey, see you, Summer. It was nice to meet you. I mean, obviously, I follow you, but I didn't realize your name. So that's really cool. So I was happy to show you a koala. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for liking my live and all that stuff. Okay, I think this is where the koala is. How you going, Paul? Anyway, guess what? We are doing something different this afternoon. It's kind of finished up my work over this way. I'm near Strathpine Petrie area, and they've got this amazing reservoir. The water comes, I think it's called the Somerset Catchment, this one, called Bullocky Rest, because you can rest here. And there's toilets. Got to always show the toilets, right? There's barbecues, there's water, there's everything. But the main thing they have here, which excites the hell out of me, is they have koalas. We've been walking around for like about 30 minutes and we found one. I think it's in this tree here. I mean, I know you've seen them before, Paul, but I just want to see them again too. Oh, now I've lost him. Which tree was he in, guys? I can't remember which tree was. No, it's down here. How's that? Now I've lost which tree he was in. That's typical. When you leave, it goes back to the beginning. I'm so confused. So, Kathleen, can you see me? Am I here? Am I really here? Am I here? Did I see the koala that I've lost now? Like, literally. I can't remember where. He's just here somewhere. I only did one walk today, Paul. That's good. How's that? Okay, I think he's up here. Oh, yeah, found him. Found him. Oh, he's waving. So you can see me, Craig. I'm starting to get a little paranoid, guys. Ever since yesterday, I'm like, spend the whole time in my lives going, am I here? Am I really here? And then people watch the replays and they're like, yeah, you're there. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, I think I'm here. All right, there's koala up here. Zoom. It's hard to something to zoom. Here he is. Zoom, zoom. It's not the best view. He's there though. Maybe we'll go this way. Okay. There he is. Where is he? There he is. So hard. Oh, so there he is. There he is. Can you see him? He's so cute. So cute. So cute. Alright, well, now that we go to a different area. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to go back to the car and have some water first. Because all this action, like I'm stretching my neck out. Like, this is a really good exercise. Elongate my neck. Have like a sexy neck. Just what I wanted. So, you know, if you'd like an elongated long neck, you should do this. Walk around the park looking like this. Okay. Well, we've seen one. One for one, one for one. I mean, I've seen one. I don't know what one for one means. But we're going back to the car to get some water because, well, we need to look after ourselves, right? Shit. All right. So I'm confused. So Craig, you're saying that I sound like RTV1? So the sound sounds funny? I don't know if that is just because I'm not in a very good reception area, maybe. But what's this all about 5G? All right. Well, we're going to go down to the lower section now by the river because, you know, why not? And there's pelicans, there's black swans. I mean, I know I love koalas and we'll still keep on looking for koalas. There's this whole section here too. Why is there? I wonder why there is a blue thing around that tree. I wonder. I hate to think that someone's marking where the koalas are. That'd be pretty, like, that's not cool. And they don't stay there anyway. They move at night time. So we're just walking around. Walking around. We got one. Will we find another one? That is the question. I've got to say, I've never seen them on this side before. I've only ever seen them at the back there and over here. Never on this side. I don't know why, but maybe I just haven't looked properly enough. I have seen poo, like koala poo. No, not there. Okay, can you hear me better now, Craig? Because I haven't got my earphones plugged in. It could be my phone, like this thing. Does that sound better, Craig? Okay. So it was the headphones. Well, let me try this now, okay? Let me plug the headphone in, but maybe I didn't have it plugged in good. Okay. Craig. Does that sound just the same? Or just as buzzy or in and out? Oh, that's a big tree. It's a big gum. So it's still good. Okay, so maybe I just hadn't got it plugged in properly. Yeah, okay. There you go. Oh, look at the purple car. Interesting paint job, eh? That would be an expensive paint job. So Craig, what did you get up to today? There's something really kind of refreshing about being in the bush, or so to speak. Well, we're in the bush. We're kind of like not far from suburbs, but this is bush. Like, there's something really, amazing just to be walking in the bush, so to speak. Hearing the birds chirp. When I first started the live, there was a whole lot of kookaburras making noises. Very cool. And like we always say, Craig, Australia's amazing. Australia is amazing. What do you mean, and it's not finished? What do you mean by that? So there's a really cool walk that you go through this way, and then you go off on a dirt track. It's about an 8k all the way back back to the car park. It's a really good walk. I considered doing it today, but I don't actually have. I mean, I do have my shoes in the car, my sand shoes, which I mean, I could. But I normally, like, anytime I go hiking anywhere, I normally take a backpack, just because I've got to take my water with me and all basic first aid kit. I'm Dora man. I come prepared. But today I'm not prepared for hiking. That is a beautiful colour. Any koalas? Any koalas? Any koalas? Koala. Koala. So this is nice here. This is kind of a viewing platform for people with wheelchairs. So they can go up and kind of be kind of in amongst the trees a little bit more, which is nice. So we've pretty much covered the whole top section of the park now. I don't know how thorough we did it really, to be honest, but I think we did okay. We found one. If you'd like to come with me, I'm going to go to the lower section. I've never seen a koala on the lower section, but I know they're there. But I just mostly stay up here because this is where I always see them. Oh, so you have a large garden and lots of mowing to do. Because that's your job, right? Yeah. So you work today on a big garden. Is that always in Stanthorpe, or you don't go outside of Stanthorpe, or you got enough work in Stanthorpe? Oh, there's some black ducks, black swans down here. Love black swans. All right, let's go down here. Let's go look at the black swans. Ooh, they're beautiful. Oh, that's your place. Okay, right. Okay, so you'll be busy for a while. Oh, I know I didn't show you before, but there's a lady at where I was kind of saying you can push your wheelchair up there. Um, the lady, she's standing up there. I didn't show her because I didn't want to show her in the film, but she's up there singing, which is beautiful. Oh, look, there's some koala scratches there. If you can see that, yeah. I don't see any koalas up there though, but you know, could be old scratches. All right, so we're going to go down and look at the ducks. Sorry, not ducks. The beautiful black swans. What a nice afternoon. Can you see them? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Come on. There we go. There you go. Black swans. They're like, are they dead? No. They're trying to find something in the water. So there's some black swans. And then just over here, we've got some ducks. Such a nice place. Alright, we can come and see if we can find any koalas down this way. Because, yeah, I just thought, you know, instead of walking on sand today, let's do something different. So I read the fine print of this walk that I'm doing. So I've done this walk a couple of times already, but they've changed out this year. They're going a different direction. So this time, because it's kind of like you're going through a lot of roads, so it's not all sand this time. So it's only 17 kilometers on sand, and that'll be 13 kilometers on bitumen. I mean, so that's, you know, that's good. It's not all sand, but you know, I am prepared for sand. So it doesn't hurt me to be walking on, you know, different terrain, so to speak. Okay, see you, Craig. Enjoy dinner, and I'll catch you another day. God, look at the lean on that. So apparently there's a really good sunset down here. I've never actually sat here before to watch sunset. It's nearly 4 o'clock. I don't think I will sit here to watch sunset. We've got like an hour and a half to sunset. I was just going to do a little live today if I saw a koala, which I've done. But you know, while I'm, you know, walking around, looking at trees, literally. And tonight I will send out movies. What do you mean send out movies, Craig? Looking, looking, looking. Looking, looking, looking. Just because I've never seen one down here doesn't mean they're not down here. This could be the day. This could be the day. I see them down here. Do we see any? Oh, yeah, look. That is koala poop. So they are down here. Might not be tonight or now, but they've been down here. No, they're not there. Lovely picnic spot. What a picnic spot is that? Oh, I sometimes come here and have my lunch. It's a beautiful place. And yeah, the bonus is that there could be koalas here. It's always a bonus when you see wildlife. And I keep on saying wildlife. Like wild animals, not in the zoo. I have a bit of a love hate. Maybe I hate, no, I don't know, love hate with the Australia Zoo. Australia Zoo is very famous. Obviously, Steve Irwin started it, or actually his dad started it, and then Steve Irwin and his wife took over. Obviously, Steve Irwin isn't alive anymore, but his wife and I think his daughter's now the CEO, I think. But you know, it used to be like a sanctuary, a place for education of animals, Australian animals, or of animals in general, mainly Australian, really, like crocs and stuff. And but the last time I went there, I went and saw the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama did a show in the Crocosaurum because it's a pretty big you know center. He stands in the middle, and there's a whole big stage we all can sit around. And so it was on a work day, so everyone bought a ticket. You had to pay full price to go into Australia Zoo, and everyone just went straight to see the Dalai Lama. And then literally as soon as the Dalai Lama finished, we all had to go to work, kind of thing. So it was I thought it was a little bit nasty of the Australia Zoo to not give us a bit of a discount with the cost of the ticket, because we weren't really going to the Australia Zoo, we were really just going to see the Dalai Lama. But anyway, maybe they gave it free to the Dalai Lama and all the money went to the Dalai Lama. Maybe I'm just being a bitch. Maybe it could be it. Maybe I'm just being a bitch. But this is where my love hate goes with. So in the last couple of years, probably the last 10 years since Steve Owen's been dead for that, probably that, it has got huge. And that's great because, they're an Australian family, so to speak. So it's good that the money stays in Australia. But they've suddenly now got lions, they've got an African section, they've got zebras, they've got elephants, they've got a whole African section. I don't believe that animals should be in a zoo. I understand a sanctuary. Now that is not scratches from a koala. That is human scratches, which is terrible. Don't graffiti trees. I don't know why people do that. But what am I saying? Yeah, in Africa, they have sanctuaries. Sanctuaries that they're not zoos, they're not caged in, they're not glassed in. They're like big lands where, poachers can't come on them. These animals are safe to wander, right? And us humans are, we have to watch ourselves because, that's their land. Unless they're safe, right, from poachers. That's cool. It's a sanctuary. And Australia Zoo says, they look after animals and stuff. And they do have a koala hospital there where koalas that are, there's something wrong with them, they get taken there and they get looked after. But then they have a whole section where, mini sections where you can actually stand, they've got, low trees with eucalyptus tree, leaves, fresh every day. Well, the koalas are just munching. So I'm literally standing here and I can just have a selfie with my koala. Which, I guess that's amazing for Australian, tourists. But I don't think we should be able to get close and personal with a koala. Like they're wild, and we shouldn't be able to feed them. And you can have feedings with them and stuff like that. Like they're obviously cashing in on the tourist dollar. I get that, but that's not looking after a koala. It's kind of exploiting an animal. So that's where I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship. I just recently went. I succumbed. I did get in for free, but that's another story. But I still haven't made my mind up. I did a whole video and I haven't edited it because it's a dilemma. I just don't know if I want to talk about it because I feel, I don't know, do I want to advertise a place? I'm not advertising it, but show a place that tourists will love to go because it's an amazing location, lots of animals, but yeah, the animals are in the wild. Like, give you an example. There's the tiger section. I think they've got Sumatran tigers, right? And these tigers are pacing up and down the glass, like the glass divide between us and the human. So he's just there, he's just running up and down because he's bored, and people are just staring at him like this. We're just staring at them. I just don't like that. I just think that's what a life that poor tiger has. And hey, maybe they saved it from in Sumatra. Maybe it was in a really bad state in a zoo, and maybe that's the case. But then we're kind of exploiting it here now too. I don't know. But that's my 2 cents about Australia Zoo. And look, probably in the background they do a lot of good stuff. I know that Steve Irwin's dad, Robert, his name's Robert, I think, does a whole lot of stuff in the background. He has nothing to do with the zoo anymore, which is really sad. I think there's a bit of a fallout between Steve Irwin's wife and Steve Irwin's dad. And Steve Irwin's dad is a big conservationalist. He does a lot of good stuff. But you just don't hear about it because he doesn't, he's not a show pony. Okay, it's not looking good down this way, guys. I mean, they might be here, or maybe they're just not here at the moment. And then maybe tonight they come down and they hunt around. Have you ever heard a koala? Like when they mate, they make these really weird noises. I haven't heard it personally. I've just heard it on like a video or something. It's crazy. It's a real scream. God, it's just so beautiful down here. You can actually see, you kind of see the sun setting. It kind of looks really beautiful. So you could imagine the sunset down here would be really nice. So there's another section over the other side where you can drive in, and there's more parks and it's a viewpoint over there too. That's where they do more stuff with the water testing and letting water through on the other side. Isn't this nice? You can sit here and just, hello Auntie, I don't want to get bitten by an ant. Oh, look at this. In honour of Paul Hopper, for his dedicated service to the water industry, Southeast Queensland Blue Water. We can just sit here, a cup of tea. Let's pretend we've got a cup of tea. And we're looking for koalas as we look here. It would be so cool if there was a koala just here. We could just sit here. I mean, this is definitely a better angle for me. Just so beautiful. So beautiful. So I can see there's a few people online. Do you want to say hello? Or are you just kind of lurking in the background? I know Paul lurks in and out of the background. I know. It's all good. You can when here. If I see a koala, I'm sure you'll lurk back. So I don't know. Some Australians aren't that excited by koalas because we see them a lot here. Oh, like we are quite lucky we can see koalas in the wild, and maybe I'm just an overexcited person. That could be it too. But yeah, I like wildlife. These people are taking photos, which is cool. Such a good place to take photos. It's very nice. All right, keep looking. I haven't given up. I reckon there's definitely a koala down here. I definitely think there's a koala down here somewhere. Just gotta find one. So I think they lock the gates at a certain time here, so you can't stay here at night time, just to protect the koalas, which is nice because that way the koalas, feel safe that there's no cars hooning in and out, and there's no van lifers down here kind of thing coming in and out through the night, which makes sense. But when saying that, it'd be nice to imagine like you're like in a van, waking up here in the morning. It'd be nice actually. So I have many goals of wanting to do a van life, buy a van and do a van life kind of thing. It's not as easy as you see it on TV though, unfortunately. In Australia, they've definitely, especially Queensland, they've brought in a lot more rules where a lot of places you can't like just pull up and stay in your van, sadly. So it costs you money then to stay places. So it kind of defeats the purpose of kind of van life because it becomes quite expensive. Staying in caravan parks are quite expensive. And like, I'd like to get a van that I'm kind of like all off-grid living kind of thing. I'd like to have the solar system, like the solar on the roof, so you have electricity, and you fill up your water tanks a couple of days so that you can have running water out of your taps and hot water. And you won't have lots of it, but enough. So there's a competition that I am going to enter. It's from a company called Jayco Australia, and I think I've talked to some people about it. I don't even know who I'm talking to at the moment, but that's okay. Basically, Jayco Australia, there's Jayco all over Australia, or the world actually. But Jayco Australia, they make in here, apparently they make caravans and vans and like pop up tents and like pop up campers and stuff like that. I've used my sister had one pop up camper that you tow. It was so fun. But they have this competition. Well, it's not even a competition, it's a job. It's like a cool job interview where I've got to actually send a resume. They want to know that, you are, a little bit about social media and how to make videos and all that kind of stuff. But the basics. But so you actually get paid a salary for 1 year to be like an ambassador, so to speak, and they want you to, travel and post content for them. So I haven't. I was gonna. That was part of my to-do list was to ring them and see if the money they give you is also included for the cost of the petrol, because like for example if you're towing a camper, they're very heavy, so it's going to cost you a lot in fuel. And like if you get a van, there's some of them are vans, like they're also quite heavy to, they're not exactly light to run with petrol. So like if you're traveling places in Australia, like it's not exactly close. So the whole money that you get might just be spent on petrol, which personally for me, I can't really justify that. I need an income so I can pay like my basic stuff like my mortgage, and I have a car payment. It might not be huge stuff, but I still I need to save money too. I've got a holiday plan next year, and I need to save for that. So anyway, I just want to ask those questions before I even go down the track. And then part of it, you've got to send an application in telling exactly how many subscribers and followers you have and all the things. I don't think, because I don't have a huge, like social media, base, so to speak. But I'm not going to give, that's not a reason not to apply. Because, I have heard that some companies actually prefer to deal with people that don't have massive followings yet, because people are starting to follow you. Like when you've got a massive following, sometimes, it's not as effective as someone that's just starting out, or not starting out, but like, just kind of, getting it all together. So I have heard that. So that's why I'm kind of like, I wouldn't mind. I still would try to apply. You got to make a video. You got to make a 1-minute video saying why you think you would be a really good ambassador for JCO Australia, and where would you like to go? Where's your bucket list place to go? Also, you got to say in Australia, because you can't exactly take a van to, New York City. So anyway, I haven't really had too much. I think I do have some thoughts on what I'd like to do with it, like a video. I'll brainstorm now, because like no one's talking to me in the chat, so they might be listening. So I'll just throw it out there. And plus, when I say them in my head, kind of puts it out to the universe, right? And it also is brainstorming, right? So my thought is, I'm gonna have to ask you these questions first, because if it's fuel's not included, I don't think it's worth the money. To be honest, so I wouldn't have bothered applying. But if they do cover the fuel, they cover, like, if something happens to your van, they fix it and all that stuff. So that's good. But yeah, so anyway, my one minute video, my thought is, I haven't thought about why I should be ambassador. I'll figure that, that's the next thing. But I thought my where I'd like to go, and it's true reality, bucket lister, is I really want to go to Uluru, which is the red rock, known as Ayers Rock, but I like to call it Uluru, because that's the native name for it, Uluru. We're still not finding a koala down here, guys. We're not giving up. So I happened to be at a library a couple of weeks ago, well, actually last week, and this library has puzzles that anyone can sit down and just do them, and then you leave and someone else will pick up and do a bit more of a puzzle. Anyway, they pulled out a puzzle, and it was Uluru, the red rock. And I thought my video could be, I filmed like pulling out the puzzle, and then kind of saying, oh, instead of doing this puzzle, I should go there. And then I pointed to, on the picture of the rocks of the puzzle, is a picture of Uluru in its glory. That's where I want to go. And then I thought, if I did win, like, I'm just, positive thinking, right? If I did win this job, then I could, like, a follow up would be, I did this puzzle, I wanted to go there, and look, now I'm there, and then there's a picture of Uluru. I just think it'd be really cool. Anyway, that's as far as I've got so far, because right now I'm just kind of concentrated on, well, this big walk I'm doing on Friday, which, is pretty much I'm ready for. I was going to pack my bag for tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's job. Today it's like a bit of light walking while we're looking for koalas. Okay, well, the bottom section is not so successful with koala hunting right this minute. We saw one. That's nothing to be ashamed of, that's for sure. It's pretty amazing, to be honest. Alright. This is the end of the bottom section. Nothing. No koalas. Maybe over here. We haven't looked over here. This little section here. This could be the section, the last section you check. No, 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 no. Would they be hiding in here? No, because they wouldn't be able to get over the wire and stuff. Well, I think they probably could, to be honest. I wonder. Alright, well, bottom section, no. But sometimes you see poop all over here. So, koala poop I'm talking. So maybe at night time, because they're not nocturnal, they go exploring at night time. But maybe they just, have a party and they go over there. Who knows? I think we're just going to go look at the koalas again, the one koala we saw, and say goodbye. And I don't know, is anyone there? Is anyone listening to me? I'm just talking to myself. This is fine. I don't mind talking to myself. That's the whole idea of walking, is to, like, talking to yourself. I always like to touch the trees. Touch energy. I can smell barbecue. There's a lot of kind of bigger properties around this area too, so I wouldn't be too surprised that there'll be nice bushfires. You can smell the nice. Oh, I can smell it. It smells good. So I can see people sitting up by the bank, maybe sitting up for sunset. I said that I would come down here one day and do sunset because I've never been here for sunset, to be honest. It'd be really beautiful seeing the sunset. I mean, there's the sun, it'd go over the water. It'd actually be quite nice, actually. But it's an hour away. I can't believe I'm still talking. I think I've been on this Zoom. I've been on this video for an hour and a half. Alright, let's just say goodbye to the koala. And then go. Oh, there he is. Let's go out here. There we go. A little bit closer. And there we go. There's a little baby. I don't know if he's a baby. There's the koala. Alright, well, this is Blocky Place. Blocky Rest, should I say? Blocky Rest. Honduras. We were walking. We saw a koala. Anyway, ciao.